So I'm gonna go ahead and explain this game that I made up for my soccer golf challenge. All you need to participate is a soccer ball and a soccer field. And it's also a nice and fun way to play soccer when you only have one or two or three or even four people rather than having a full team. So it's a lot of fun. All you need is a soccer ball and a soccer field. The soccer field must be an 11 versus 11 field to participate in the challenge. Of course, you can play it anywhere for fun, but if you want to participate in the challenge, it has to be an 11 versus 11 full soccer field, whether it's a college soccer field or a high school soccer field or maybe in a soccer club. The way that you score the game is very simple. It's very similar, well, actually identical to golf. So in this particular example, and for the challenge, what I do is I have a 4-hole course. And the holes, in a sense, are in this soccer field, or for example, let's say that this is the first corner where you get started. So from here to that corner, that would be hole number 1. So as I was saying, from here to here is the first hole, then the second hole would be from here to here, then the third hole would be from here to there, and then the final hole would be from here to where you started, right there. In this particular setup, which is what I'm using for the challenge, there are a total of 4 holes. The par for the course is 14, because if you're a good soccer player, I expect you to be able to do this course in 14 shots. So here's how you would score it in this example. The first par would be a par 4. If you start over here, let's say your first kick ends up here, second there, third there, and the final you make it in. So long as any part of the ball is touching any portion of that quarter circle, it's in. So then that would be 4 shots. Since the par was 4, then you would end up on the hole 1 as even. For the second hole, it's a par 3. Let's say that you do the first shot goes here, second one goes here, and then you mess up and you send the ball outside of the field. So no portion of the ball is touching the outside of the line, like in tennis. The rule that I made up is that if that happens, then you lose 1 shot. Every time that you kick the ball and it ends up outside of the field, you lose 1 shot. So in this example, here's shot 1, here's shot 2, there's shot 3, the ball goes outside of the field, so now you skip to shot number 5. And then shot 5 goes in and ends in there. So your score for the hole was a 5, which means that at the moment you're at a +2. The next hole would be a diagonal across. Let's say that you make it on, it's a par 4. This is a mistake. Let's say that you make it on 4. No, on 3. I guess it was correct. Sorry about that. So it was a par 4. Let's say that you make it on 2 shots. So let's say that you start here and you have a booming shot that ends right there. And then from here, you make an excellent kick and the ball ends right there, touching that line, so that's in. So now, instead of a 4, your score for that hole would be a 2, and now you're back to even. You were at +2, you were at -2 for that hole. For that hole, you were at the -2, and so for the course in general, you're even. For the final hole, then, it would be from here to here. Let's say that it's a par 3, and you managed to do it in only 2 shots. So another booming shot, it ends here, and then you kick it, and it ends right there. That's in. So that for that hole, your score is, my gosh, my math is horrible. It's a -1. So -1 for that hole because you did it in 2 instead of 3, and your final score for the match then would be a -1. That is, you needed 13 shots to do the 4 course instead of 14, which is the par. So you ended with a -1. So the hope is, I guess, if you finish with a -2 or -3, that you would be eligible for the prize. Hopefully, if there's somebody that does it in, maybe in 8, maybe that person will win. But I'm expecting that a few people will be able to manage to do it in, a -2 or a -3. So participate. Hopefully, within a couple of months, we'll have a winner, and that person will get $200. And then also, whoever beats me will be eligible for an additional $50 prize. Thank you for watching and have fun. And don't forget to subscribe. Let me explain soccer golf. First of all, one of the not so nice things about soccer, which I have played all my life, is the fact that if you're all alone and you want to play soccer, it's kind of boring. So this game that I came up with, I believe, I've never seen anybody do it, it's also a fun way for you to play soccer if you're by yourself or maybe just a couple of people. 2 or 3 people. You don't need a team to play it. And it's very simple. It is scored exactly like golf.